Good morning, traders. Robert Pro, Rob Smith, Who Loves Lunatic, Chad, Stephen, JC, Yolanda, Kenneth. Mr. Rodriguez, Frank. I had trouble getting YouTube going this morning. Do you have video? Good morning, Dusty, Marilyn. Thank you. Good morning, Roth. Tamimi. Good morning, David. Morning, Patrick. Not seeing much this morning moving around. Maybe VSME. Got about 5 minutes to go yet. Good morning, Dana. Hopefully we don't have a day like yesterday. That was pretty boring. Good morning, Peter. Good morning, Boone. Morning, Back Road Bound. Make sure your chart's on EXT or you won't be able to trade pre-market. Good morning, Super. Not much moving at all. Good morning, Rob. About 3 minutes to go yet. Good morning, Greg Huntsman. Maybe the Lord will bless us today. We need a play. If you're new here, we're watching this momentum column. This is looking back for the last 30 minutes for any stock that's moving. The list is pretty short this morning, but we'll continue to monitor it throughout the session. Once we see a stock climbing up the ladder here, we'll also be watching this volume spike indicator. Hopefully we get a spike, a bullish spike beside it to push the stock right on up. That's all we do every morning is watch these two columns. Now the list is really short. We may have to go eat breakfast here soon. Good morning, Double Dare. About 1 minute to go. Looks like VSME might be our only play if it moves. About 20 seconds to go. Good luck to you. Here we go. 2 stocks to choose from. How about that? That one's dropping. Be careful. We want to see some bullish volume spikes coming in here. I'm watching, but it's not moving. It's moving slowly. Hardly any volume whatsoever. I'm looking at the current volume bar. VSME trying to make a move. This is what you want to see. You want to see this bullish indicator kick in. Problem I see is we've only had 3 movers. Well, now 5, 6 in the last 30 minutes. It's never a good sign. Good morning, JC and James. And yes, it is. Let's see what this one's doing. MTC at $1.22. Good morning, EJ. VSME. MTC quit moving. Guess if you want some pennies, that's what you're going to have to get this morning. I'm not interested in them. I'll sit on my hands. It is moving, but I don't know how far. Is everybody going to jump on this penny stock because nothing else is moving? Fif 14, 15% coming up right here. Just like that, 2.5 of those pennies disappeared. Looks like the buyers are coming in, maybe. Maybe this little pullback in this area here may benefit a nickel. May. I did say may. Not looking really good. Not looking strong. Good morning, Money Man. I keep getting loss of signal through YouTube. Just bear with me. If I disappear, I'm going to have to restart YouTube, but nothing I can do about it. MTC still moving a little bit. I couldn't click on it fast enough. I didn't have a connection. YouTube keeps going away. Can you guys hear me? Am I back? Thank you. I may have to ask that several times. It's dropping YouTube's connection. Pretty bad when a multi-billion-dollar company can't keep a connection going. MTC making another small run here. List is getting a little bit longer. Let's see what this one is. RVPH, I played that stock yesterday for a little bit of money around, guess it was 10:30, maybe later than that. It made a run up for about $2, I believe it was. BSME's up about 54%. It's probably gained about a nickel since we saw it. Not very much, but it could go. It is in the top spot. It is bullish. It's like a few buyers are coming in every now and then. We do have the crossover and the volume spike arrows, but we have very weak volume. It fades in and out. RVPH, this will be a continuation from yesterday if it decides to take off. VSME going up a little bit more. So we're up about 12 cents since this area here. I guess if you bought some and held on, you're doing fairly well about now. Good morning, Flo, Gregor. And it looks like that party's over. Maybe we'll get a pullback here. Let's see. I'll mark it out. Bounce between the lines is about 7 cents. 6 cents, actually. Is it worth it? I don't know. It might be for some of you. Good morning, Matt Man. Not much happening this morning. If you're just joining us, we've had one penny stock kind of make a move up. That was VSME. It was about 10 cents. You're lucky to catch that amount. More like 6 or 7 cents. You're just popping in and you're new here, we're watching this momentum column. It's been watching over the last 30 minutes for anything that's moving. It scores them and gives them a number. If they just moved a little bit, they'll be down here at the bottom. The more they move, the higher up the ladder they go. We like to see a stock working its way up the ladder with a bullish signal beside it. Once that's confirmed, we click on it and check it out on the chart for a crossover. This was our only play so far this morning. Not a very promising start. OMGA could make a move here. Not very much volume on this one either. So be careful this morning. You may see them pop up, but then just halt. Not in a halt, but just stop trading. People shopping around, taking their chances, looking for any way to make a penny or a nickel or a dime. While they search, we wait. They're going to pop up right here for us. I have 11 scans running. I'm not seeing anything moving on 11 scans, so it's just dead this morning. So if you're new here, I am Ricky Gaspard. I'm a guy who trades from his home office. I've been trading since the 1990s. I am also a ThinkScript coder. I've been doing that for quite a few years, and I created this volume spike indicator because I got tired of paying for a subscription service that called out one stock at a time. So I'm monitoring the volume. If the volume changes on a stock, I am immediately notified in this volume spike column. These other indicators were born off of the code of this one. So this one is the momentum indicator. It's searching for volume that's barely creeping in over the last 30 minutes. So it's looking for stocks that are slightly moving, that have the potential to go up in price. And it gives them a score. The slower they move, the lower the number. These stocks usually crawl up the ladder with a bullish spike beside them. It lets you know the buyers are coming in. Once we have a hit over here, we quickly confirm the stock has enough volume for us to get in and get out safely. We look for this crossover of the moving averages. This is the 5 EMA and the 13. Once it crosses over, we look for these volume spike arrows to come in. You'll see a bullish or bearish signal up here. That's monitoring this current candle. And down here, I've programmed this volume label to let us know if there's more buyers or more sellers in the overall volume of the stock. So once everything comes into play, we quickly monitor over here. Once we get a hit, we click on it. We confirm the crossover, the arrows, a green label up here and a green one down here, and we make our decision to buy or not. If you haven't joined our YouTube channel, I'll put the link in the chat. Watch the videos on the YouTube channel. It goes way back before this indicator was even born. Watch the videos, like the videos, comment on the videos so YouTube knows what kind of a job I'm doing. It also lets me know what kind of a job I'm doing. Beneath the video is a link to our Discord. And our Discord has all of these files and all of the subscribers from YouTube. They go over to Discord. You can talk to 1,500 subscribers over on Discord. Some of them are actively trading, some of them are learning, some of them are not trading. So when you join our Discord, make sure you accept the disclaimer or you won't see any channels. If you're not familiar with installing scripts, labels, and indicators, visit our how-to videos and watch videos 8 and 9 that walk you through the install procedure. You'll find these files over in Current Setup. It's step 1 through 4, and you'll load on your computer and it'll look exactly like what you see on your screen. So if you have any trouble loading any files after watching the videos, then just leave us a message over in support. We'll get to you as soon as we can. If I can't, somebody else will. Visit our other channels. We have the Trading Floor with Gregster and River Place Dad doing their due diligence on stocks and posting some pretty good picks every day. You may want to check them out. We have the Options Trader where we have It's Me Bob. He helps people along with options. He's a really good options trader. He occasionally holds a live stream when he has enough participants to take you a little bit deeper in depth in options trading. Of course, we have large caps, futures traders, and etc. Visit all of the channels. Over in TOS scripts, you'll find some of my older scripts that you may want to test. Maybe there's something in there that's more worthy to you. And over in TOS scans, you'll find all of my scans, including the ones you see on the screen. Never trade off of my screen. My screen is delayed. Sometimes I can't even keep a connection like this morning. So don't let a delay for my screen cost you money. Make sure you get set up on your own computer. I appreciate you joining us this morning as we sit here and wait for more stocks to come. Good morning, Installer Pro. Good morning, Shot. Now, I don't know how to say your name, but good morning, Ahish, maybe. Good morning, Carlos. The EMAs are 5 and 13 EMA. They're good for day trading, but not as reliable as the arrows and the spikes and the momentum. We just confirm, it's just a confirmation, actually, of the stock after we see it rising over here. Just a little bit something more to look at to make sure that you are making a right decision. But really not the main reason we're investing in it. We're investing in it because the buyers are coming in. Little bump here on MTC. Good morning, Danish. So we don't search for stocks every morning. This is our pre-market scan. It has a special code in it from ThinkorSwim. It's the after hours code. You probably know where that is. And once we set this up with the price we want to trade, we put in our volume spike script and our Momo, and we just wait. It's going to do all the work for us. We just wait on spikes to kick in and keep our eye on the stocks for the ones that are climbing up the ladder from the bottom. You can see even the slightest movement of a stock is going to trigger this volume spike indicator. So as soon as you see one spiking, the sooner you can get to it, the more closer to the bottom of the trade you will be. Of course, we always want to get in on the bottom, but that usually never happens, but we can get close. So we sit here, drink our coffee, wait for the stocks to come to us. There's no sense in going searching. If they're going to move, they're going to pop up here. And if you're thinking because I'm only showing a certain amount of stocks on my script, that's not true. These scripts are actually watching the whole scan that was created. I'm only displaying 50 here because we don't ever have 50 climbing. We're lucky to have 2 or 3 at these current times. Good morning, Danish, Raphael. So instead of a paid subscription service calling out one stock at a time to me, and it calls it out usually too late, we get to monitor as they first begin to move. Good morning, Alex Tan. The only problem we have is the market is not cooperating, but we are getting a few plays every week. Good morning, Hollywood. Our next opportunity will probably be around 7 o'clock, the top of the hour, where maybe some more news may come out. Hopefully we'll get good news from somebody, and we'll all get at least one play this morning. Hopefully 2 or 3. We've already had one minor play. I did not give it a chance. It wasn't powerful enough for me to spend my money on. And I don't think any of you bought it. Maybe you did. I don't know. Good morning, Dupree, Higher Ground. So if you're just popping in, I'm a code writer for ThinkScript, and I created these 2 columns. They would act better than a paid subscription service. This one's watching 30 minutes back for any stocks that start moving. So from the time I turned it on, it starts counting minutes. Once it reaches 30 minutes, it starts scoring stocks. We watch them climb up the ladder. Hopefully we get a bullish volume spike along the way. Once we see something good going on, we click on it. We confirm a crossover over here. You'll see some bullish arrows coming in. And hopefully we'll get a play. You'll see one here shortly if we get one to take off. Currently, we don't have anything moving. If you haven't hit the like button, please do so. Let YouTube know that I'm doing something good over here, and it helps me earn a little bit of cash. You're not being charged. I'm trying to keep this as free as long as I can, and it's been working out. So your donation by clicking the button really helps, and by liking the videos and commenting on the YouTube videos. And watching the occasional infomercials they'll throw in front of you. That's how I earn a living for giving you a free education. We're building one large community of investors helping investors. Come on over and join us at the Discord. Help us build this big free group where everyone's helping everyone. Hollywood, we couldn't trade when that pop happened. I've been watching it this morning. I did catch it yesterday. I don't remember what time it was. It actually popped up on the high flyer scan. If you're not monitoring that scan during the day, it's very advisable that you do so. I watched yesterday on the high flyer scan, as soon as one of them hit the top, within a minute or so, they would take off. And the high flyer scans is that the EMAs are stacked one above the other in the proper order, and the price is above the 5 EMA. So everything lines up on the high flyer scan for potential rises in price. TJ, it comes with this script. If you join our Discord, which is free, go watch videos 8 and 9 and the how-to videos. It'll direct you right where everything is. We have VSME moving again. We caught this little move this morning, but it wasn't worth the purchase. It's now trying to recover. It could go back to this $1.12 mark. You are welcome. TJ, there's a link to the Discord if you want to go over there and join us. Make sure you click the disclaimer or you won't see any channels. Head over to the how-to videos and watch videos 8 and 9. All right. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm just ready for this low volume market to be done with, but I'm actually hearing rumors. I'm going to call them rumors because they're not confirmed, that next month is going to be a disaster. I don't know what they're planning on doing, but if you think it can't get any worse, I guess we'll wait until next month and see. We may all be sitting on our hands soon. I don't really know. It's not been confirmed, but I did hear it through several people. You say the housing market's going to crash completely. The financial system's going to go broke. But we'll see. You know how things start. They start with rumors, and some of them never happen. I mean, if it's going to happen, just do it and let's get it over with and move on. That's how I see it. Give it your best shot. We'll come fighting back. We always have. We'll pull through it. We got the man upstairs on our side. He'll keep us going, that's for sure. Enjoy your coffee. Nothing's happening. Well, let's see what's happening. ARDX creeping slowly. There's no volume. My eyes immediately come to this current volume bar. If it's not flying, I'm not interested. You should be the same way so you don't get stuck holding shares while it's dropping. We want these numbers really kicking it. If it's a good one, they're going to be on board. It'll go to the 500,000 mark, maybe even the 1 million mark. These 1,000 or 2,000 shares in a pause can cause you money. Cost you money, that is. It doesn't have a different name. I mean, it could in different locations, but it all says volume label. I know steps 1 through 4 in current setup, you can get what you see on my screen. Just follow those 4 steps. You'll be good to go. You'll have to remove the volume bars off of your screen if you don't want to keep them there as well. Some people like to have them. I don't. I want less distractions. All I need to know is the numbers. I want to see numbers flying over here, numbers going up the ladder here, and a lot of volume numbers. That's what I care about. Those three things come into play. That's where you make your money. Just make sure if you loaded everything that you right click on the Momo name like you see me doing on the screen, go to edit formula and make sure this extended hours box is checked. Don't mess with anything else and click apply and OK. And then you click on the Momo name to sort it from top to bottom. So we don't sort by anything but the momentum side. BSME, which was our first mover this morning. It's not paying out very much, a couple of pennies. Might can get a nickel out of it, maybe a dime if it takes off, but it's pretty weak. It's actually dropping down the list. So if you ever want to keep an eye on one, you can right click on it and select this mark row right here. And once you do that, if you click on something else, it stays kind of highlighted so you can watch it throughout the session. And to undo it, of course, you just unmark the row. So if you want to keep your eye on one, that's a good way to monitor it. You'll see that blue line jumping around. You'll keep track of where it's going, if it's going down or up. The SME just can't get off first floor, can't get to second. We want to see these stocks hitting, making me create support and resistance levels. That's what I like to see. Make me draw some lines. I know I'm making money then. Not much happening at the moment. All right, am I back? I had another outage. I don't know what to do. Am I back? All right, thank you. This is awful. That's the fourth time I went down. I can't control it. It's not on my side. My connection's still up when it goes down. I've tested it. It's on the YouTube side. Good morning, Jimmy. You didn't miss much this morning, Jimmy. A couple of pennies here and there. Nothing really to throw all your money at. That's what I'm waiting on, that one good play. So we're about 6 minutes away from 7 o'clock. That's going to be our next opportunity. Hopefully somebody puts out some news. The stock pops up. All the buyers are jumping on board along with us. I know, got wishful thinking, but we need to make some money. CYBN making another attempt. Good morning, Robert Watson. Habanero, I'm using the browser. I don't know. I'm not aware of an app for a PC. I'll look into that. I know they have an app for the telephone. Jimmy, that was the two that were moving. It's like we're getting a nickel to 7 cents and then they give up on them. About 3.5 minutes to go before we hit the 7 o'clock hour. All right, Habanero, thank you. I will check that out. I mean, they're still going to hook to the same servers, the streaming servers, no matter what you're using, but it's worth a try. I've been having awful hard times with this YouTube streaming, and it's only happened in the last couple of weeks. Well, I'll stretch it. It's happened over the last month. I'm doing good. After my surgery, I'm back to, I'm going to say 99%. Can't push my luck yet, but I feel really good. Thank you for asking. Yeah, the surgery was about 2 weeks ago. All right, we got about a minute and a half before 7 o'clock. I would love to see some prior activity. Thank you, Stone Cold. Not much to talk about. Go get you some coffee after the 7 o'clock. It's not moving. Let's give them a couple minutes to digest any news that may have came in. If it's good news, it'll be shown right up here. That stock will take off. If it's bad news, it'll probably be shown up here as well in the red. Not seeing any volume spikes at the moment. List seems to be getting shorter, not much moving this morning. Usually about this time we have a list down in here somewhere. Total of 6 stocks. If you're new and just popping in, we're watching this momentum column. It's been monitoring the stocks over the last 30 minutes as they slowly start rising. They'll get scored a number, it'll be a low number, and they'll climb up the ladder. Once we see one trigger, we'll see a volume spike on the right side of it, and we'll watch it move up to the top position. That's the ones we want to play, but we don't have any at the moment. The list got a little bit longer for us, but we still had no volume spikes. MRSN starting to move here. It just popped in. It looked like it's already spiked one time. A couple profit takers. Will it spike a second time? You'll know by watching this volume indicator right here. and it is bullish on this candle. And we do have buyers outnumbering the sellers. Well, we did have. So we have the crossover, we have the arrow, we have the green and the green. This is where we wait for our entry. We're waiting on this volume to take off. And just a couple of thousand shares is not taking off. I'm talking 30, 50, 100,000 shares. Not looking very strong at the moment. Really want to see it break through this level, break through, come back down, test it as support for the next run up. Randy, my volume spike is 0.0 on both. You can right click the name, edit formula. Both of these lines are 0.0. If you don't have two lines, you're running the older version. I took it off yesterday. So no matter where you get it, if you load it again, you'll have these two lines if you don't already have them. And they both go on 0.0 and they never get changed. Make sure extended hours is checked. Always check this box. When I upload them, that's not in the script, so it unchecks the box and you have to check it. It's on 1 minute and 0.0. So the volume spike is on 1 minute, right here. The momentum indicator, you never mess with. It stays on 3 minutes. It's not a 3-minute chart. I'm using it as a multiplier in my code. Looks like MRSN gave up, but it's not going to go anywhere. We have about 10 stocks in the list now. Slightly moving, I'm sure if I just click on them, you will see that they are slightly moving up. This number's not rising. There's no sense in clicking on it. It could just be a single purchase. This thing is very sensitive. Randy P., did I answer your question? You're welcome. Good morning, Dan. Well, usually Tuesdays are pretty good for us, but this Tuesday's not being too nice. Good morning, OT. TJ, I haven't been shorting in this market. I think everybody suffered enough. I don't want to be a part of dragging them down, but yes, I do short stocks. But I prefer to ride them up in a bullish market and then ride them down in a bullish market. I think the market's been beat to death already. I don't want to participate in driving it any further. I just have a heart for things like that. I know I'm leaving money on the table, but at this point, I don't care anymore. We need a recovery here, and we're not going to get it if we keep beating them down. TJ, I use the same setup that you see here. I'm just playing it in reverse. I do have this momentum indicator available for install that's set to the reverse. You can short off of this momentum indicator. So it'll score in negative numbers just like it's doing positive numbers here. You'll see a negative sign beside the number. The more it's falling, the higher the number. So using this setup, you can go either direction. You could actually put two momentum indicators side by side, one going up, one going down. Double Dare, you can detach any screen in ThinkorSwims. For instance, if this was my chart, you can always click these bars and detach that screen and drag it wherever you want and resize it. Then you can put it on your scans and detach that screen and drag it around where you want it. You can detach several of these and open up different scans in each one that you detach. And just size them up to fit on one monitor. That's what I've done here. Good morning, Tony. Robert, I'm sorted by the momentum indicator. You may need to click on the name until these numbers come up to the top. Seeing a couple stocks moving here. SPRC, it just popped up. Must have been one big green candle because it jumped. Got a nice bullish percentage. Our entry point would be the pullback. We can get a pullback. Looks like we played it before because I already have some support and resistance levels set. Possibility it could go up from here. I'm watching the bullish signal up here increase in numbers. Not a whole lot of volume, but it is buyers. Let me get rid of these lines and start over. See if we can get a pullback here. I'd like to see it pull back into this area. Our numbers are decreasing over here. It's not very good. We didn't get much of a pullback, but we are going to run up some more. Nice run. This is why I love these indicators right here. It's letting you know ahead of time before this activity happens. There's money to be made. I missed my entry. I would have had to gamble. I never saw a great pullback. I'm a pullback player. You may be a green candle chaser. I'd like to see a pullback back down to this level of 641 before I enter. I may not get it. Want to see some sellers come in and take some profit before the next run up. Looks like we're going to go up more here. Watching this bullish indicator, it's now bearish. It has ran into resistance. Hopefully it'll pull back for us. No, it's going to continue to run. It's going to be a chaser if you want a part of it. We have played it in the past. Yes, it is a repeat stock. That's why I had to clear my lines off of it. It is holding this price level. That means there may be more to come. We may not get a great pullback on it. It's already up 119%. I'm going to think there's going to be some latecomers finding this stock. They didn't know about it as soon as we did, so they may see a pullback before they get in. There may be more to come. We'll have to watch and make sure this turns into bullish. $641 would be a nice pullback if we can get it to go down there. Probably not going to happen. It's pretty strong. There's a volume spike arrow trying to pop in. There's bullish and buyers. It's going to run. Well, it's trying. I believe it's going to go up myself. Do I chance it? That's the question. It's struggling to get above that level. Good job, back road. Looks like we would have had to chase it to get any of it. I prefer not to chase them. I prefer to play the pullbacks. It is holding 785, 781. It's still bullish. Somebody probably going to drop a bunch of shares for sale here, I think. Kind of teasing everybody at the moment. Watch the spread on it. The spread is pretty high at 13 cents, 15 cents. Looks like they're trying to control the buyers now. And you see that spread indicator turn red. That means it exceeded 9-cent spread. You can adjust that in the settings. So when it first popped in, it was about in this area here. And we watched it shoot up to this level, and it's been struggling ever since. You'd have had to move pretty quickly to catch this little piece here. Good job, Greg R. Flow, it comes with this V4 indicator. Once you load it, you're going to get this spread indicator and this bullish or bearish. It's step number 1 in current setup. I can probably break this script out of there. I'll do that later today and just put it as bidding as spread in TOS scripts. Good job, Robert. So if you're new here, this is what we do every morning. We watch this column and we watch for spikes, and we immediately know when something's fixing to take off. Hopefully we can catch them near the bottom, but sometimes they start pretty high. As you can see, some of the subscribers in the chat have made money off of this stock. It's currently up 119%. Sometimes it gets pretty boring, but then you get a stock like this and you forget about all that boring. Well, if it holds this price back road, it may not be tapped out. It could channel in this area all the way to market open and then explode again. Hopefully it'll pull back to the $5 or $6 range until market open and then take off again. Robert, it sounds like you loaded the wrong script. I have two scripts there. One is for going up, one is for going down. You have negative numbers here, and to confirm it, if you right-click and go to Edit Formula, if you have negative numbers here in this list, then you have the wrong script loaded. Yeah, I'm a pre-market trader too. I think every person, you're going to be surprised in a bull market. I think every person is going to be done before market opens, especially if you hang around me. Because in a bull market, I'm going to be here till market opens every day. Of course, that depends on the market and how bullish it is. I may sit here all day, but there's going to be a good chance we'll be done before market opens. We can get 2 or 3 plays like this in the morning, and you're confident and you bought enough shares, it'll be done quick. I don't like battling all the buyers and sellers after market open. I've always waited till it calmed down, but calming down nowadays means it dies, so that doesn't work currently. After 9 o'clock, it's hard to find activity. Pre-market is where the money is. It's been here for a couple of months now. So since this stock is hugging that resistance level, this is a good sign that it may continue up. If it were hugging the support level, it may go down. So it is channeling, squeezing, or consolidating, whichever term you want to use at this point. So we'd be waiting on a breakout in either direction. We might as well wait and see because we have nothing else happening currently. TJ, it works on all time frames. So if you're just popping in and you're new here and you're wondering what are they doing, well, I'm the creator of these indicators here. I don't know if they're indicators or notifiers. I like to call them notifiers. My first creation was this volume spike. I got rid of my subscription service of $800 a year, and I started monitoring volume, positive and negative volume. Once I figured that code out, I was able to apply that volume to the price moving up or down. That's where I came up with negative or bearish and bullish. Now we're counting volume that's going up, we're counting volume that's going down, and we're figuring out if it's bearish or bullish. That's just as good as trying to get TD Ameritrade to give me the buy and sell orders. They don't do that, so I broke the volume down and accomplished it anyway. Once I got this column working, I created this one to look back 30 minutes for anything that's moving. So this column, if any stock has moved within the last 30 minutes, it's going to give it a score. If it just moved a little bit, it's going to be down here at the bottom. The more it moves, the higher up the ladder it climbs. So we like to see them climbing, and we like to see a bullish indicator beside that number that's increasing in percentage. That lets us know the buyers are coming in or going out. Once we see that bullish signal, we come here and we quickly confirm that the volume bar is increasing fast enough for us to get in and get out safely and scalp our profits. This stock popped up about here, but had we seen it sooner or been notified sooner, we would see the volume spike here. We confirm we have a crossover of the 5 and the 13 EMA. We like to see these volume spike arrows kicking in. We're always monitoring the first candle, so we would have been monitoring these first candles as this stock was going up. I have a label up here that says bullish or bearish, and it's always watching that first candle as this stock was rising. Down here, I coded in that same script over here, but I applied it to the overall volume of the stock, the total volume, to let me know if there was more buyers or more sellers in the overall volume. That's how I came up with this system. This is a pullback strategy. I like putting in my resistance and support levels, waiting for pullbacks and playing the next run up. In most cases, that second run up is greater than the gains that you would have made on the first one. This stock was pretty strong with news. It never did give us a good pullback, and some stocks will do that. But as long as it's channeling in this area, I'm happy watching its movement. It may spike again, it may not. But usually when they're channeling or consolidating or squeezing, it's going to make another move. I just don't know which direction. And that's why I'm watching the stock volume spike. If it all of a sudden gets a strong bearish volume spike or bullish, then we know which direction it's going to head. If you haven't joined our YouTube channel, there's the link in the description. Watch the videos, like the videos, comment on the videos, let YouTube know what kind of a job I'm doing. It also lets me know if you're happy with what I'm doing. If you haven't joined our Discord, you can do so. There's a link in the description of every video. I will also post a link down here in the chat. If you haven't joined our Discord, there's lots of investors over there. Go join us. That's where you'll find all the scripts. Make sure you accept the disclaimer. So you'll see the channels. Head over to the how-to videos if you don't know how to install scripts or indicators. And watch the Discord video. It'll tell you where everything is located. And I appreciate you joining us this morning. Whatever you do, don't trade off my screen. I'm having YouTube issues. Sometimes I'm delayed and it could cost you money. RBD boy, I will look into that. I'm pretty sure it's there. Are you saying there's one there, but it's not the correct one? Or you can't find one at all? Let me get you a new Discord link. Give that one a try. Let me know if it works. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Q. You are welcome. Did somebody else click that Discord link? Tell me if it's active. Let's make sure it's his problem and not mine. Kids, it's going to be on you, not on me. If you're on the office computer, they may have you blocked. Maybe your pop-up blocker is running and it's blocking it. I don't know. Just taking wild guesses for you. Anyone on Discord? Is my Discord stream still running? I'm not seeing. I don't even know how it turned off. Let's go back. We're back on again. I don't know how that disappeared. I guess I better look more often. Sounds like we're all having some kind of issue this morning. I'm not getting any notifications that my stream is not running. Thank you, Dippy. God bless. Took lots of prayer to get these scripts done. I was stumbled for a few months trying to figure all of this out, and finally the blessing came. If you haven't joined our Discord, come join the fun. It's all free. There's a link in the chat. I just put it for you. Make sure you accept the disclaimer or you won't see any channels. If you don't know about Discord or setting up scripts, visit videos 8 and 9 and the how-to videos. And if you have trouble, just leave me a message in support. If I can't get to you, somebody will. We're all helping out. All right, thank you for joining us. So this is your first time to our live stream, is what you're saying? So if you like what you see here, give me a like. Help YouTube buy me a little bit of something. Not making very much money off of YouTube. It's less than a couple of $100. Your participation in watching videos and commenting on them really help me. Helps pay for the free education I'm putting out for you. And all of these free scripts that you won't find anywhere. If you do find them somewhere, they got them from here. And I have noticed a few people did take them over to their streaming site and they renamed them to something else. Guess they want to be the creator and cover up the originator. But we all know where they came from, and I really don't care as long as they're using them and benefiting from them. They know where they got it. Well, I can't help you with your password. There's no password reset over in Discord on my control panel. SPRC still holding this price range. It is channeling, squeezing, consolidating. It may make a move later this morning. Hopefully it trickles down to about that 641. That's where I want to see it. Good morning, David. See you later, RBB. Good morning, AL. You're welcome, Dippy. Getting close to that 8 o'clock hour, it usually starts turning red, turning sour. Closer we get to market open, we may see some more red come in. I'm watching the SPY. The SPY did climb a little bit in pre-market. From 414 up to around 416, 417. Currently pulling back a little. Have had several people tell me, man, you missed the opportunity to make millions of dollars off of these two indicators. And my blessing is sharing it. My rewards will come later. I just want everybody to learn. You can follow along with what I've done here. You can become a profitable trader. If you don't believe me, just ask any subscriber in the chat that's been here for a while. They will let you know. We're the real deal here. We're not trying to cover anything up, exaggerate numbers. We're watching it happen as it happens. It's a blessing from above. I'm not going to take full credit for this. I am a coder, but I was stumbled. Prayer got me through it. I'm a Christian boy, have been all my life. I'm a sheep. I have to pray for blessings. Not that I have to, it's because I want to. And it always works out for me. The more I give, the more I get. And that's all I care about. So jump on board, come join us. Let's have some fun. Let's make some money. Hopefully we'll get a better market here soon. But I think that's going to take a lot of work in the administration for that to happen, like a total gut out. But I think that day's coming. Thank you, Misty. Glad to have you on board. If you have any questions, you can right-click on my name in Discord and send me a message. But I prefer if it's a support question, you post them in support. You just want to meet me, send me a direct message. I'll chat with you. I have nothing to hide. I love people. I like teaching things that I've learned. I'm 67, and it took me a long time to learn this, and I've simplified it here for everybody. You still have to know about support and resistance levels, volume spikes, shorting, buying, options. You don't really need to learn the options if you just want to be a stock trader. That's what I focus on, is just stocks. I seem to make enough money just doing stocks. Of course, the market's got to participate. So I'm not making as much as I did in a good market, but I'm still making some money. Sometimes I talk too much and I miss the trade. That's why once you learn, you should have me in the background and be concentrating 100% on your screen. Here's the link to Discord. Don't forget to subscribe to YouTube as well. Also have the super chat working if you want to make a contribution. That is up to you. And just remember, it's not just about me, it's about you. It's about building one big community of people sharing, investing information. You may know things that I don't know. You may tell me something that benefits me eventually. You never quit learning in the market. You learn every day. It's a never-ending lesson. OT, it's that little $sign down at the bottom of the chat. I think that's where it is. I'm looking at a control panel. I don't see what you see on your side. Come on, volume spikes. We need something to happen here. I didn't get a play here. This one, remember, it started on our indicators about this area. And then it jumped up. I never took the shot at it. Some of you did. Some of you made some money. Then it never gave me an opportunity with a pullback to get in. Good morning, Francisco. Don't forget to hit the like button on this stream. That lets YouTube know I'm doing something that's drawing customers. That's how they look at it. I look at it as friends and brothers and sisters. Making a little move up here on SPRC. TJ, they are the 5 and the 13 EMA. They're good indicators for scalping. And they come with this script. This is step number 1 in current setup on Discord. There's 4 things to install. This one, which comes with the volume spike up here, or the bullish bearish signal. It comes with the spread indicator. Comes with these arrows and lines. It's all built into the one script. Step 2 in current setup is this volume label. Step 3 is this volume spike. Step 4 is this momentum indicator. So 4 things to install and you'll be on your way to learning. You are welcome, TJ. We're at that 8 o'clock hour in about less than a minute. I take a 10-minute break at that time because that's the slowest part of the morning pre-market. Usually no runners happen after 8 o'clock. It's more or less a little bit of sellers covering their profits before market open. So I'll be taking a 10-minute break. Once I return about 8:25, we'll set up for market open. So I'll see you in about 10 minutes. Okay, I am back. I see nothing else has moved. Got about 10 more minutes, maybe a little bit longer before we set up for market open. Randy, so if you scroll down on the channel side, you'll see a live indicator. Click on that to watch the stream. A little video will pop up in the corner. Click on that video to make it larger. You may have to click on it again. There's also a square down at the bottom to make the video to a maximum size. I don't monitor the chat over there, but you should have voice in the chart. Try to keep everybody over here on YouTube. I don't have any more monitors to open Discord in and monitor that chat as well. I'm already running 5 monitors. I just don't have room for it. I know I need to monitor both. So I'm working on another monitor or 2. Trying to keep all of this stuff free, so as YouTube pays me, I'll buy a monitor. But it looks like it's going to take months to add up to a monitor price. It's hard to earn money on YouTube. They don't pay very well anymore. I do, Picker. I see you. I don't earn any revenue off the Discord stream by you participating over in YouTube. That's where I earn. That's why I want you to like the button on the live stream. You'll get stuck with a free infomercial every now and then. Please watch it. They're usually about 15 seconds. And I'll probably earn 3 pennies or something like that. Got to scroll down towards the bottom on the channel side. There's a live, red live icon. Or maybe you have your channels compressed. There's a little arrow beside the category names. You may need to drop down one of them little arrows. Think they call them carrots or something like that. I do see the live stream in Discord, so you're just not in the right area. Thank you, Dana, for that contribution. So on the category names, make sure your little indicators to the left of the name, you click on it, it should drop down with some channels. Is there anyone on Discord can confirm that that live stream is running? Come over here and post it in YouTube. Randy, you're just not finding it. It's definitely on the left. It's not in the channel. You'll see scalping is the word where the live button should be next to, not any other channel. It should be right by scalping. Thank you, Andy. Good morning, Tom. About 7 more minutes, we'll set up for market open. It's going to be a simple change. I'm just going to move this all stock scan up to here. I'm going to put the high flyers down here this morning. Andy, this indicator is also a volume based. Everything works on live data that I create. Nothing is relying on the past. So the minute you turn this on, it starts tracking stocks over a 30-minute period. As they're slowly moving, it's watching the volume increases or decreases. If they're moving up, it's going to score them with the slightest movement up. You'll get a low number. As that volume increases, they start working their way up the ladder. And this volume spike kicks in to let you know the buyers are coming in. So it's looking for you. It's doing all of your work. It's monitoring over the last 30 minutes for anything that makes the slightest movement. And the more it moves, the higher up the ladder it goes. So everything on this screen is volume based as far as buyers and sellers. Not because it did this in the past and it might repeat, that's most indicators, but actual live data we're monitoring. Well, you have your prices over here in mark, so naturally if it's going up and it's bullish, the price is going to rise. You'll also see it over here on the chart. Once we get one spiking, like this one spiked this morning for us, we noticed it right here. Actually, it didn't pop into this area somewhere, but you can monitor here and here. The gains and losses is a result of positive and negative volume, so I concentrated on volume. And I broke the volume down into 2 categories. It's either volume with the price going up or volume with the price going down. That's how I get the bearish or bullish. About 3.5 minutes, we'll set up for market open. I'm going to go ahead and change this bottom scan to high flyers. Not going to be anything in here until market opens. I'm going to change this one up here to the all stocks. And the only thing this is, it's just a price with volume descending. That's how it's sorted. You don't do volume descending, then you're going to just have a bunch of A stocks that start with A. So sort it by volume descending and your price range you like to trade. No other filters, just the price. Make sure your chart is on day and not EXT so you can trade market open. List is getting short again. It was down to here. SPY is dropping. Probably going to have another negative day. We did make it down to that 641 area, but it looks like we may break below it. About 5 minutes to go before market open. If you've never been here before at market open, it's going to be very volatile in this column. It's going to be reds and greens. You won't know what you're looking for. It's I guess you just call it a shot in the dark if you hit the right one. We're going to be monitoring these top 3 or 4 stocks up here. We want to make sure that the volume is really pumping. So you'll see some bullish numbers, hopefully some 20s and 30s, 17s, not something like 0.42. I'll be clicking on them as I see them. I don't play the first green candles at market open. I don't like the slam of the red candle right after it. So I'll be waiting on pullback setups before I make a decision to buy. I'll demonstrate that if we get a stock to play. I'll do it on the screen for you. I'll be setting support and resistance levels and playing between those zones. Just remember the halts kick in after the market opens. So if this stock is at 640, I like to play the 10% rule. So if it goes up around 59, 58 cents, I'm going to make sure I'm out before I get caught in a halt. If it plays between these two resistance and support levels, there's a good bit of money here. So from 645 up to 781, you can just get a piece of that, you can profit. And hoping it don't sell off at market open. The SPY is headed down. Starting to wake up a little bit in the volume spike column. Thank you, Bob Smith, for that update. I hate chasing questions in every channel. Please post them in support. If your question doesn't get answered and it's not in support, I didn't find it. I'm going to be watching this SPRC at market open. We got about 20 seconds to go. Good luck to everybody. I don't know how you trade, but I'm not going to buy the first green candles. I think I said that already, but you may be a different type of trader. So good luck to you. Be watching these top 3 or 4. There's a 26, 27, 29, 30. That's SoFi. It's PRC doing nothing at the moment. It could kick up here. Nothing impressive up here yet. CYBN may making a run for it. It's a cheaper stock. I'm going to continue to watch SPRC. I think we may get a little bit out of it. Let's see what happens. Need to get above that 641. I'll zoom in a little bit tighter so we can monitor it. Nothing but pennies playing up here. There is VFC, a $16 stock. Well, it was. There it goes down the list. The SPY is red. SPRC is looking to build here, I believe. Still have a bunch of sellers on board. It's indicated here and here. Looking pretty red over here in this column. The SPY has a big red candle. The 5-minute candle I'm looking at. So we're retesting 641 right here. Looks like we're getting that big pullback I like to see. This is where we may get a bounce. Hopefully this candle will close down there and the next one runs right back up to here. It did close there. Let's see if we get a bounce and a run up, or if we continue to sell off. These were the people that were tired of holding from here. So they started bailing. Now we need buyers to come in that it sold off. It's not looking too promising. Go ahead and check the first one in the list. Well, it disappeared. I guess they're not any good either. SPY continuing to fall. Looking for a pullback play, not a total drop. Pretty weak market this morning. SPY continues to fall. Penny stock making slow progress. BFC. Very low volume this morning. Maybe a repeat of yesterday where they just inched their way up. CDO, a penny stock on the move. About a penny and a half gain right there on that little pop. The SPY has a big red candle going down. A big red 5-minute candle. Lots of red coming into the market. CDIO paying a little bit more. kind of awful when a penny stock is dominating the market. See, up 64% at this time. These percentages are quite low. Like to see much higher numbers. ARDX on the move. It's a $4 stock. It's only moving 2 to 3 pennies at a time. Market's going up, the market's going down, a few stocks are going up, but they're not really pumping up like they should. It's low volume profits. Not paying out a whole bunch. That's what happens when you have to fight a bear market. I mean, we are finding a couple going up in a negative market. That's a good thing. ARDX still moving up slightly. At 134,000 on that last candle, 85, 86 on this current candle. It is bullish. The buyers do outnumber, well, they did outnumber the sellers. Now the sellers are taking over. This is why I like to be done with my trading in pre-market. I don't like fighting this battle. In pre-market, we have more control than in market open. ARDX still holding and still paying a few pennies at a time. Nice slow profits on ARDX. Don't know when it's going to run out. It appears to be pretty strong, though. I'm looking at multiple time frame charts. Even watching the tick chart. Volume spike is just kicking back in. It's only up 14%. If it continues, there's plenty of room to grow. Volatility is calming down in the market. ARDX still trying to go up. May have found a top here. Profit takers coming in. What I'd like to see is one of these high flyer stocks start pegging the top row here. Probably not going to get that until the SPY turns around and starts heading up. What this high flyer scan is, the moving averages are stacked. So it's going to be the 5 above the 8, above the 21, above the 34. They'll all be in the proper order, and the price will be above the 5. So these are pretty strong. Once they start hitting this top level, they usually pop pretty well. Not seeing anything at the moment. Slight upward movement in the SPY. You can see it reflected here. Percentages are still quite low. Let's try this one. MULN, 27-cent stock. I haven't pulled the trigger on anything. I hate low volume crawlers. I need something with high volume. I want to see these numbers really kicking, and they're not. Well, they did just then, but don't buy penny stocks. That's not my trading strategy. Sometimes I regret it, sometimes I don't. Volume's fading in and out on the market. FEMY gave a small run yesterday. It's down here in the high flyers. Very low volume bullish. CHRS 304. It's bullish. You can see how the price is above the 5. The moving averages are stacked in their proper order. I'm not showing all the moving averages. It's not necessary, but that's what this scan does. And this scan is available in TOS Scans on Discord. MULN still moving up. That's a lot of work for a penny right there. It's not really worth the trouble, in my opinion. HLBC, 88 cents, trying to make a move here. If you just monitor these top ones, you'll find the ones that's moving. But they all seem to be paying pennies, not at least a dime or a quarter. MULN still paying pennies. SPY is now headed down again. MULN still paying pennies. Lots of red coming back into the market. Lots of red coming in on the high flyers. SPY's headed down. I'll take a look at SPRC, but it's not showing up in my scan. It is not moving up. MULN still looking strong. Going against a negative market. That's always a good sign. And we're not just monitoring penny stocks here, we're monitoring any stock above 25 cents. So if Amazon, Microsoft, NVIDIA, any of those stocks are actually moving, they will also come up here in this scan. Here's Tesla right here. Bank of America Corporation. CDIO doing nothing. MULN seems to be the strongest one. It looks like it may be over. FEMY still gaining. Another slow mover, but it is in the high flyers. The moving averages are in the proper order. The price is above the 5. And it is bullish. But the sellers outnumber the buyers overall. That's why it's struggling to come up. SPY is still headed down. Hard to find something going up in a market that's going down. We're finding a few. They're not paying very much, but we are finding the ones that are going up. Actually, we're not finding them. They're just popping up in front of us. The computer's doing all the work. Don't know if I would trust it at this point. It is trending down. It's making lower highs. This may be another lower high. Or the selling could be over and we could get some gains between these two areas. We can get the SPY to turn around. SPRC may turn around with it. Pretty negative or dead currently. SPY making a little bounce toward the upside, very little though. That would be on a 5-minute chart. Flow, I'm using 133. And I also put the 5 and 13 EMAs on it. No arrows, no nothing, just the two moving averages, the 5 and the 13. And I play the crossovers on the tick chart of the moving averages. Currently trending sideways on the tick chart. Starting to build a few more stocks here in the high flyers. We'll come back to SPRC. We've got CDT breaking through $1.72 on very low volume. The last candle bar was only 4,800. I could buy that many. So that's not too good, but it still could increase in volume and take off. BIVI. Not seeing any volume spikes in this column on the high flyers. So things are just bouncing around. SPY is red again. Going to be a tough day, traders. Very tough day. FEMY. We've looked at it previously. Slowly crawling. VERV, $12 stock. This one looks pretty healthy. Low volume climber. Nice profit on this stock, even though it's low volume. I should say nice profit to be made. I'm not in it. Let me clarify that. So something moving this slow, why would you pump the spread up to 14 cents? Are they that desperate that they don't want us to make anything? It's not like it's being overbought. There's no reason to control it with a high spread. See you later, OT. Have a blessed day. SPY is still headed down. Just past that 9 o'clock hour, it's probably going to start slowing down and get even slower. Wow, I've been monitoring this high flyer scan throughout the day. It's been the profitable one for me. But today's not looking so promising. A lot better performance in pre-market this morning than after market open. CDT is at the top here, but only paying pennies. Thank you, Heather, and good morning. SPY has a green candle, pretty tall 5-minute candle. Maybe things will turn around here. Hopefully it found the bottom and it's going to reverse. VERV still paying. We looked at it. It started pulling back here. I gave up on it, but it continued to go. These stocks down here, remember the moving averages are stacked. They may have slight pullbacks before the next run up. Unfortunately, there are lower volume stocks this morning. So if you get into a stock that's down in the high flyers, don't be so quick to pull out. They're pretty strong when the EMA is stacked. Very slim chance of a big red candle coming in. But it can happen. Always be cautious. See you later, Old Thumb. Appreciate you joining us this morning. Have a blessed day. Robert, I've got multiple charts going, but yeah, I think I do look at it at the 5 minute more than the others. It is still going up on the 5 minute. VERV still holding its price. May creep up a little more. It is at the top of the high flyer scan. It does have a big Momo number, or fairly big. So does CDT. No big sell-offs on these two yet. VERV pulling up for a little more. So this is what we've been getting lately. I've been having to use this high flyer scan. I've only used it the last couple of days. But if you're patient and you wait, there's a good possibility you'll have a greater chance down here than just monitoring all of the stocks. At least these have some kind of order with the moving averages being stacked. They are somewhat stronger but slower. So there might be some slow profits in there for you. BERY at the top of the list on the high flyers. Slow, steady climb. Still continuing to climb. Good job, Danish. That's the biggest red candle since back here when it was around around 1158. That's about the same size candle. It's still up here in the top of the list. Could just be profit takers. Dana, you're right. The minute they feel your mouse hit over that buy button, they raise the spread. I'm just kidding, but that's what it feels like. Just put your mouse over there on the buy, the ask button, and you'll see the spread rise. I'm kidding again. Wow. I think it's ridiculous they're trying to control a stock that's climbing this slowly. So if it's your first time here, I'll be ending the stream at 9:30 this morning. These streams are always replayable after it's over. You can find them under live on my YouTube channel. I'll take a look at SPRC, see how it's holding up. I kind of thought it would take off at open, but it did not take off at open. SPY kind of not going up or down at the moment. It had two green 5-minute candles, and one of them may be turning red, the third candle. Pedro, it usually means they're trying to control the buyers. They don't want everyone pumping up one stock so fast. I usually play the 10% rule. If it gains more than 8%, I'm usually out if I've gained 8%. Because I know they're going to start throwing the spread higher. So the more buyers to come in, usually they start raising the spread if it's an abundance of buyers. Lately, it seems like they just want to raise it to cover their side of the profit. We may get a bump up here on SPRC. I don't like that it's very slowly moving and the volume is quite low. 40,000 on the last candle. Double that on this one. But that does not mean it's going to go. Looks like we're creating another lower high here. So a high, a lower high, a lower high, and a lower high. See you later, MY. Thank you for joining us this morning, and God bless. It's not looking very promising at all. You're welcome, JC. Appreciate you coming here in the mornings. SPY's not doing much of anything. SPRC not doing much of anything. We don't even have volume as of now in the all stock scan. Very little here in the high flyers. So I've got about 5 more minutes before I end the stream. If you haven't joined our YouTube channel, please do. Like and subscribe to videos. Comment on the videos. Let YouTube know what kind of a job I'm doing over here. It also lets me know what kind of a job I'm doing. There's the link to the YouTube channel. There's a link in the description to join Discord. I will also post it in the bottom of the chat. Join our Discord. Make sure you accept the disclaimer or you won't see any channels. There's the link to Discord. If you don't know how to install scripts and labels and indicators, go over to how-to videos. Watch videos 8 and 9. They'll help you out. If you have questions, leave me a question over in support. If I can't get to you, somebody else will. Now, I appreciate everybody that joined us this morning. If you want to belong to a good community, join our Discord. Once you learn, you can also help other people out, help them become profitable, just like I've helped you out. Hope you enjoyed this morning's session. We didn't have much to choose from. There was a couple of gainers. We did have a couple of profit makers. I didn't trade this morning because I didn't feel comfortable with what I saw. But that's okay. There's always tomorrow. Plus, I'll probably hang around and watch this high flyer scan for a few more hours. Hopefully, the SPY will turn around and something will start happening positive, and I'll make a few dollars. And hopefully, you will as well. So thanks to every one of you who has joined us this morning, and I'm watching SPRC make a little bump up here. It's distracting me. But thank you for joining us this morning. Hope you found this information useful. Thank you, Vaughn. Thank you, Flo. Thank you, TJ. Thank you, Double Dare. Thank you, Dippy. Thank you, Picker. Thank you, Stephen. I'll probably put that new scan out this weekend. I've been watching it every day. It's performing as well as it can in this awful market, so I know it'll do much better when the market turns around. I think you'll enjoy it, so I'll go ahead and release it this weekend on YouTube. So make sure you're subscribed to YouTube when it launches. Leave me a comment and a like button on that video so I can make a little bit of pennies. Thank you for joining this live stream. I'm done for today. And as always, have a blessed day and God bless. Thank you, Stephen and Imputed. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.